Hello students, now we are solving some problems. So here writing the output and how many number of times it will be executed. So here is the one problem. Give the output and output of the following program segment and also mention how many number of times it will be executed. So this is the question. So here to solve this you have to move step by step. So how it should be means. So first initialization, after that you can move to a condition and you can check the condition is true or false. So now I'm checking the condition. So a value 6 less than or equal 24. So now condition is true because 6 is less than 24. So when true you can enter here. So once you are entering into body of the loop, you check here there is one more condition. So a modulus b equal to 0. So what is the a value? 6 modulus b value is 4 equal to 0. 6 modulus 4 is 2 because you will get remainder in case of modulus operator. 2 equal to 0, no, false. So break is not executing here. So after that where we are going, we will go to here where we increment. So here increment the value. So a is equal to a plus 6. So what is the a value? 6. Now 6 plus 6 equal to 12. So again once again you incremented, you can go to any condition. Again you can check condition a less than or equal to 24. So now new a value is 12. 12 less than or equal 24. Yes, true. Again we are entering. Again here have to check here condition. Again what the a value? So 12 modulus 4 equal to 0. Yes, again this is true because 12 modulus 4 we will get remainder 0 and break is executed. When break is executed we will come out of the loop. So directly we will come here and we are printing a value. And what is the a value? So a value is 12. So output of this is 12. And how many times it is executed? How many times we entered into loop? There are two times. One is when a is equal to 6, one more time a is equal to 12. So how many times? Two times loop is executed. So you can count how many number of times you are entering, that many number of times the loop is executed. Okay, we will solve one more problem here. See, give the output of the following program segment and same question, how many times it is executed. So here you can see I is equal to 5. So we have an I value is equal to 5. Once after that we will go to here and we check the condition. Here what is there? 5 greater than 10. Actually 5 is not greater than 10, so condition is false. So once condition is false we will come to here next statement. See here, when there is no brackets, no flower brackets, next immediate line following the loop will belongs to the loop and other lines will be out of the loop. Okay, only the next line which is following the for loop, that is belongs to the loop. When condition is true we will execute this, otherwise we will come here and here I into 4. So what is I into 4? 5 into 4. So output is 5 4 is 20. This is the output. And how many times it is executed? Even one time also it is not entered into loop. So 0 times it is executed. Okay, 0 times. How many times? 0 times, because one time also it is not entered into a loop. Okay, and we are solving one more problem. So bit lengthier problem. Analyze and give the same, what is that? Write the output of the program segment and how many times loop will be executed. So here when the question will be like that, step by step you can go. Okay, very carefully. So first initialization to condition, you check the condition here. So m is equal to 5. Again 5 less than or equal 20. Yes, 5 is less than 20, true, and you are entering into loop and you are checking m modulus 3. So 5 modulus 3 equal to 0. 5 modulus 3 is 2. 2 equal to 0, false. So this is false. Break will be not executed. It will directly come to an else statement. In else again we have one more if statement. So 5 modulus 5, because I m is equal to 5. 5 modulus 5 equal to 0. Yes, it is true because 5 modulus 5 is 0 and we are printing the m. So here I am writing the output. So first we are printing m value. So what is the m value now? 5. After that we continue means it will directly go to a next iteration. Here it will go again m plus is equal to 5. Now m plus is equal to 5, this equation is equal to m is equal to m plus 5. Keep in your mind. Now what will be happen, m is equal to 5 plus 5, so m value become 10. So once m value become 10, again we will check the condition. So new m value is 10, 10 less than or equal 20. Yes, 10 is less than 20, condition is true, we are entering. Again here we will check 10 modulus 3 equal to 0. Actually 10 modulus 3 equal to 1, 1 equal to 0 is false, so we are not executing, we are coming to else. Again here we are checking m, new m value is 10, 10 modulus 5 equal to 0. Yes, 10 modulus 5 we will get remainder 0, 0 equal to 0 is true, and we are printing m. So new m value is 10, 10 we are printing. Once we printed, we will have continue, so we will go to a next iteration. So once next we come here, so what will be, m value will be incremented. So new m value is 10, 10 plus 5 is equal to 15. So now when m value will become 15, so after that where we are going, again we are go to a condition and we will check. So here m value is 15, 15 less than equal to 20. Yes, 15 is less than 20, it is true, we are entering. Again we are checking here one more condition, 15 modulus 3 equal to 0. Yes, now 15 modulus 3, when we are dividing by 15 by 3, we will get remainder 0. So 0 equal to 0 true, and we are executing break. When we executed break, we will come outside. Now what is the output, 5 and 10. And how many times it is executed, how many times we are entering into loop. When m is equal to 5, one time we entered, and m is equal to 10 we entered, m is equal to 15 we entered. So how many times, 3 times. So how many times loop will execute, 3 times. How many times you are entering into loop, that many times it will be executed. So I hope students these three problems you understood, and you will try to solve few more problems, then you will get perfect in this problems to solving, writing output, and how many times it is executed. Okay, thank you.